How's it going, everyone? In this video, we're going to be covering the top 8 Angular built-in pipes I find myself using often. And the 8 pipes are these 8 here, and we'll be covering each of these in this order. And we'll start off with the date pipe. So the date pipe is really good for formatting dates. Let's check that out. Here in our testing environment, I have this date that I'm displaying to the view without formatting it in any way. And how I'm doing that is inside the TS file, I just create this random date right here. I'm setting this property, and I have that being displayed inside the HTML right here. So let's format this date into a different format. And to do that, you just add on the date pipe onto the end. So we'll pipe it out and add in date. By default, this is what it'll give you. And then you could pass in different parameters if you want different formats. So let's add in a parameter, and you add that in as a string. And I'll pick short, and I'll change it to that. There's another one called long, and it looks like that. And there's a whole list of different predefined formats, and you can find that within the documentation. So up here, the predefined format options are all of these right here. Now, if this is not the format that you're looking for, you could create your own custom format by using these down here. So let's add in our own custom format. So I'll go back here and I'll replace this with my own custom format, and that's what that looks like. So you could change it around by using these as a string as well. Number 2, the uppercase pipe. This is good for transforming text to all uppercase. So we have this uppercase text here. It's all lowercase, and I would like to have it all uppercase. So it's pretty straightforward. We'll just add on towards the end here, and we'll pipe out the uppercase. And as you can see here, we have all uppercase text now. Number 3, lowercase pipe. This transforms all the text to lowercase. The lowercase pipe is totally opposite of the uppercase pipe, so we're going to transform this lowercase text to lowercase. And I'll add on towards the end here, I'll pipe it out again and add in the lowercase pipe. And as you can see, it transforms everything to lowercase. Number 4, currency pipe, transforms a number to a currency string. Here we're displaying our currency just as a plain number. If we go inside of the TS file, and here we have just a plain number without a $sign or anything like that. If we go back here and we use the currency pipe, so I'll add on towards the end here. And by default, it adds the $sign in for us. So it converts it to a string and adds the $sign. And if you would like a different code, a different currency code, you could add on, like we did with the date pipe, you could add on a parameter. So let's add in, for example, euro. And as you can see, it switches it over to euro. And if you search online for different currency codes, you could find a whole list online and add it in here, and it should work. Number 5, decimal pipe, transforms a number into a string with a decimal point. We have here a number with a decimal. So let's say we want to shorten the length of this number. We could easily do that by adding in number. And by default, this is what it'll give you. But let's say you want to shorten it some more, we could easily do that by adding in a parameter. So let's say I want 2 numbers at the beginning. You put in 2, dot, and then I want only 2 numbers after the decimal. So I'll put 1 to 2, like that. And that's what it'll give you. So it gives me 2 numbers at the beginning and 2 at the end. So let's say I want actually 3 at the end. I'll change this to 2 to 3. And it gives me 3 numbers towards the end. Number 6, percent pipe, transforms a number to a percentage string. Here we're displaying a number 15, so let's transform that by using the percent pipe. So I'll add on towards the end here, percent. And this is going to give us 1500% as the default. And then if you go in and change the value, for example, if you add in 0 dot, that gives you 15%. And then you could even transform that more by adding in a parameter like we're doing up here. So let's do that. We'll add in a parameter. I'll pick for the minimum integer digit, I'll pick 3. and then dot, very similar to like what we did above. And then I'll add in 1 to 5. And that gives you something like this. And if we change it up again, so for example, if we enter in 4 and then 5, we should get a longer percentage. And we get this. Number 7, JSON Pipe converts a value into JSON format. This pipe is really nice for debugging. So let's say, for example, you want to display an object, and here inside the TS file, we have this object. So let's say when we want to display it to the view, we could use the JSON pipe for that. So let's add on towards the end here, and we'll add in JSON. And we are now displaying our object to the view like this in JSON format. Number 8, Async Pipe for unwrapping a value from an asynchronous primitive. The async pipe is really useful for automatically subscribing to observables. So if we go to the TS file, and here we have a observable with a string inside of it, and we want to display this string to the view. Now we could, from within the TS file, subscribe to it, assign it to a variable, or do something like that. Or you could just automatically subscribe to this using the async pipe, and that's what we'll do. Let's go back into our HTML, and then I'll make sure I spell this correctly. So this is our observable, and then I'll add on towards the end, async. And this is going to automatically subscribe to it and output our value, and it did. So here we're getting our message to the view. And that is the top 8 Angular built-in pipes I find myself using often. Thanks for watching.